Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkey Dragon here, helping all you green goblins out there. Today's video is gonna be a Domination's custom class tactics and tips video. So pretty much, guys, I'm gonna be talking about perks, equipment, lethals, guns, and killstreaks. So first off, I'm going to talk about the first most important things I believe in this game is the two perks, Flat Jacket and Tactical Mask. Whether you're planning to take flags, whether you're planning to defend flags, whether you're planning to hold down an area, in Domination, people will be running grenades, C4, Simtex, flashbangs, smokes, everything. People will be using their equipment like crazy. So these two perks are an absolute 100% must, and especially if you're taking on flags, guys. You absolutely need those. Now, really quickly, I'm going to talk about equipment. Two really important pieces of equipment that I find are more important than any other ones is actually trophy system and smoke. Those two are really, really good. I prefer those over having grenades or C4 or anything else because I'm always by the flag. So the reason why I want trophy system, or the reason why I recommend trophy system and smoke, is for two reasons. Is one, if your teammates are also going to be taking flags with you, or if you get into a really hardcore game where you're losing flags, taking flags, and everything's just all chaos, and you're constantly taking flags, it is really important to throw smoke because the enemies won't know where you are. And then since you're in the smoke, most likely what they're going to be doing is throwing grenades, C4, other explosives, RPGs, that kind of stuff. So a trophy system will protect you against two explosives. And another reason why I say to take a trophy system, you guys are like, hey, wait a second, I'm running Flat Jacket, why the hell do I need a trophy system? Well, if your friends are jumping onto the flag with you, and maybe or maybe not, they might not have Flat Jacket on, so it'll protect them against two explosives. And another reason is, if enemies are just bombarding you with explosives, you're only going to live through like two explosives. And I know what you're thinking, well, trophy system only protects two. Well, if there's more than one or two enemies there, then they might all be throwing their explosives on you, and this will prolong your life in order for you to be able to grab that flag. I'm not saying it's 100% necessary to have these two. Those two are optional. Those two are, you probably won't make a separate class with those on, just in case you get into a game where everyone's all about capping the flag. You know what I mean? Just in case you get into a game where people are really good and they're always grabbing flags and things are just chaos. You probably want to have a backup class just like that, just in case. But let me say really quickly, if you are planning to run smoke grenade and trophy system, you're going to want to run fast hands for your second perk. The reason being is because the trophy system takes a while to set up, because you pull it up, then you do something to the top, and then you grab it, and then you throw it. It's a really long process to set up the trophy system. I would probably say it takes just about as long to set up a tactical insert, or a little bit longer. It's a pretty long process to get out that trophy system. So anyways, guys, if you are planning to do it, make sure you have fast hands on. It is a really good, important perk, or actually, yeah, really important perk to run if you're planning to use your equipment that takes a while to run. It is really good. Other perks, depending on which way you want to set up your custom class, that may also be important that I feel is worth noting in here, is actually you may want to run Marathon and Lightweight. Those two are also really good, because I remember when I was running the Triple Cap Challenge for Black Ops 2, that's what I run, because this way you can get your flags really fast and you get up to the point, so in case you die, you can just sprint there and get there before anyone else, before, you can save a flag potentially. It's not vitally or crucial, but it is a good thing if you are planning to run it, guys. It's worth noting. Another perk that is actually worth noting is actually Scavenger, depending on, whether or not, and it's not 100% crucial, it depends on whether or not you believe you can live for a very long time. If you're planning to run back and forth between flags and capturing and everything, if you think you're going to live between those points, is that you may want to run Scavenger. This way you can replenish, your smoke grenades and your trophy systems. So you may want to run perk 2 Greed. This way you can actually run, trophy systems, smoke, fast hands, and scavenger. So that would be 5 points right there. And then you run the other two perks, Flat Jacket and Tactical Mask, and then you can run a gun and then 2 attachments. Right there, there's a class. That's for a class that you're planning to live. And I don't mean to sound this insulting, but if you don't think you're a good player, honestly, guys, then don't run Scavenger. Scavenger is for the people who's probably going to live for a while and is going to be able to replenish all their equipment and everything. And if you don't think you're going to live long in Domination, which I never believe I do, or I don't plan to live long in Domination because I'm always throwing on myself on flags and everything. So if you don't think you're going to be able to live that long, don't run it, because then that's 2 other things that you could have used it for. You could have used it to get an extra trophy system, or you could have used it to, get a secondary, an RPG or a pistol or a riot shield or something. You know what I mean? Be honest. What do you personally think is going to be good for you? So that's why I just think that's worth noting. Second, I do want to mention a couple perks that I see people run that I don't believe are actually really good options or viable options for this game mode. First off is Ghost. Ghost is honestly not really too good for this game mode because it's an objective-based game mode. You're not planning to live long. You're not planning to be sneaky and all this other kind of stuff. Your job is to get onto those objectives and just capture them every single time. So guys, you don't want to run it because you're going to be shooting, you're going to be running, you're going to be jumping on flags, you're going to be doing all this stuff, and being invisible from a UAV is the least of your worries. I would personally rather have flag jacket, this way I can get onto the flags and live for a little bit longer when they're throwing explosives on me. Another perk that isn't really too viable is, I'm trying to think of it, I think it's Hacker. The Hacker isn't really too, or Engineer, there we go, I don't know why I was saying Hacker. But anyway, Engineer, that one's not really too viable either. There's no point in being able to see the enemy's equipment because most of it is just going to be on the flag. And you're going to be able to see it because most people are just going to throw it right there on the flag and that's it. And those are the only really equipment that you should worry about. Unless people are, big on, sentry guns and tactical insertions and all this other stuff, then it might become viable. But in those game modes, if they're going to be running tactical insertions and all the heavy-duty awesome stuff, no matter what you're going to run, it's not going to become, it's not going to help you win if they're running that kind of stuff. So just don't run, Engineer. It's honestly not worth the extra perk. Its Tactical Mask is a lot better and a lot more viable than Engineer. So I thought I'd throw that in there too. So really quickly, guys, I want to go ahead and touch on Killstreaks. Killstreaks that I find viable and important. One is UAV, because it's always good to be able to flood which way the enemies are going to be coming from. You can always say, oh man, look at this, they're flanking around and coming over to B. Now we know that. It's very good. Another kill streak that I feel is really important is Sentry Gun. And I'm going for the ones that I think are more important, and then I'll go for the ones that are a little bit more, non-essential, but you could still run. So Sentry Gun is really, really good because you can use it to lock down an area, a certain pathway to the flag, and then go, okay, I don't have to look that way anymore. My Sentry Gun got that covered. Another one is, obviously the one that I'm running is Lightning Strike, because then if you die or something and you have your Lightning Strike, oh man, they're right on B. Boom, takes them out, then B is safe. That's another one. Hellstorm Missile, I do have to mention, a lot of people run it. I don't find it that reliable, solely because it takes a while for it to come down. It's probably like, I don't want to say 10 seconds, but it's maybe like 5-6 seconds or so. I'll time that later. But yeah, it takes really long in order for it to deploy and kill someone. And by then, if they have multiple enemies on the flag, they'll already have it captured and there was no point. Whereas Lightning Strike, you go, set it down, boom, it's gone. It's over with. Another kill streak that really isn't 100%, not good, but it's okay, is actually Hunter Killer Drone. Because that one, if you grab it, if you guys don't know, you can actually run up to someone and throw it at them like a grenade. Obviously, you might die if they're dead close to you. But, if you see them on the flag and you're right around the corner, throw it, it'll kill them on the flag. It's somewhat viable, but I would rather prefer a Sentry Gun. Kill streak that is somewhat okay, I guess, is Guardian. But I'm actually going to make a video on Guardian because a lot of people aren't using them correctly. But once again, just like the Sentry Gun, you can use it to cut off a point. But I would prefer the Sentry Gun over the Guardian because the Sentry Gun has a much wider range on it. So, yeah, guys, those are the kill streaks that I think are more valuable and are a lot better than some of the other ones. There's no reason to run high-end kill streaks because you probably won't live as long because, it's an objective-based game mode, so your job is to get onto the bomb plant, not to live. It's not team deathmatch or kill confirm where you're planning to not die. This way you don't let the teammates win. But in here, your thought process should be, I'm going to die. This way we do win. You get what I'm saying? Okay, really quickly, I'm going to touch on weapons. And I'm not going to go into specifics and tell you this is the best weapon for this game mode. What I am going to tell you is, depending on which playstyle you play in here, whether or not it's going to be Rusher, to where, you're on the bomb flag and then you're completely, that's it, you're, actually running to the flag, that's it, that's what you're focused on, then go ahead and run a submachine gun. But if you're planning to stay close in a close quarters area, then run the shotgun. The LMG is more for a suppressing role. Once you have your, everything established, go ahead and run the LMG. Sniper rifles are good for choke points. And assault rifles are just a mixed bag, but I would rather prefer an LMG or a submachine gun over the assault rifle solely because the LMG you can do a lot more suppressing with, and the submachine gun you can get in there and out of there a lot quicker with it. That's why I recommend that. So anyways, guys, reached the end of this video. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe to me if you want to see more of my videos. Don't forget to tell your friends about me because who wouldn't want to win 20 bucks? I'm Monkey Dragon, guys. That's all I got, guys. Peace.